start by asking, you know, you started out a country girl, your trajectory was not to be this trailblazing entrepreneur.
No.
And here you are.
Yes.
So as you look back at the gap between the two, you know, what do you see is the consistent themes that have allowed you to get to where you are?
I'm still stuck in my head, sorry, on a word that you said before, which is like about intimidating other women or something. And it's a really important thing because I'm not sure even if that's what you said, but definitely I'm just a daggy country girl who loves being home in my Uggies.
And not daggy, you look really cool. So, and I'm feeling really old lady-ish, so you're looking really funky chicken. So.
Well, my point around that is that I'm no one special at all, you know, and I started my first business 13 years ago, and it just happens that, you know, finally I'm having some success, and, you know, it's like a 13-year overnight success, that kind of old adage. And so my whole message to everyone really is that anything's possible. You know, if I can do this, having not come from a magazine background whatsoever, none of my team until a few months ago had ever worked for a magazine, and yet we're sitting in the top 10 consistently in Australia, and there's over 5,500 titles in this country alone, and now we're in 32 other countries. So, you know, for me, I go, anything's possible. You know, when you've got a big dream and a very clear vision and, you know, good intention.
So hang on, just stop there.
Yeah.
A big dream,
a
clear vision.
Yes.
I mean, that's really compelling, and I think that's like core in this, that you dared to dream big, because sometimes we don't even dream big. I mean, you had this, did you have a vision of having a magazine in 33 countries plus and growing?
No, I knew it would be big. The thing with me is, and maybe we'll get into this because it's all about raw and courage, you know, I went through I've been through everything. I gave up drinking nearly 10 years ago. I went through, you know, a divorce. I alienated my family for 3 years. Like, I had a pretty shitty time for a while. And
we'll get back to all the shitty stuff.
And so for me, this was about, you know, I have done a lot of personal development over the last 10 years, and I got to a point where I didn't need to work on me so much anymore. It was time to give back, you know. And so I'm not religious, but I'm quite spiritual. So literally for about 4 years, I just kind of said to the universe, you know, what is my purpose? I am prepared to do whatever, and I mean whatever. It was complete detachment from outcome and surrender. It was like, if you want me to clean toilets in India, I will do it. I got to that level of, I'm ready to just give.
Not about pride and ego.
And that's a massive, you know, that's a massive place to get to, and that took me a lot of years and a lot of personal development and a lot of stripping back to get there. And so that's when it just became so freaking clear. And so then I thought, I don't want to play small anymore. Like, I have something to do now. I really believe I'm just a conduit for a much bigger message. And so it's kind of like, I'm going to go as big as I can freaking go. And I mean big. This is just page 1 of a book, if that's what we were talking about. It's got a long way to go.
Yeah. And you know, I think what's really, to me, the most profound lesson in all of that is starting with that sense of purpose, that it's about, what am I here, dear God or universe, higher power, what am I here to do? Like, what is it I'm supposed to do? Clean toilets in India, you know, teach children, whatever it is. And I think it takes, from that place of, it doesn't matter if I become famous or rich, but I want to do this because I feel really purposeful. And I was just talking to you before we sat down with the cameras, saying I've had a bit of a bumpy road, even just getting Raw Courage TV off the ground. And I've had to go, am I supposed to be doing this? Because I'm not having an easy time getting this off the ground. And you know what? I keep coming back to, yes, I am. And you know what? It'll go how it goes.
Yeah, totally.
But I just have to do this.
That's it. I think it's about knowing your why. You know, like my why is so crystal clear now. It's about, you know, being an entrepreneur for entrepreneurs and showing that anything's possible. And, you know, the collective is my mechanism for kind of spreading the message, but also telling the story about what's going on behind the scenes. And it's not easy, you know, it's freaking hard. It's an expensive project. And I own it 100% still, you know, and so, there's been all sorts of business learnings around that.